Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you? Yes. Can you hear me? Hello. Am I audible to you? We'll just start in a minute. All right. Yeah. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to talk about the current affairs in the month of June. Whatever has happened in the month of June, what are the things which are the most prominent things which have happened in the month of June? So let's start with today's session. We are just going to take some of the important things which have happened. Are you ready? Let's start. We start with the basic national affairs. So when it comes to national scenario, what are the things which have happened in the national politics? What are the things which have been in news in the month of, every time we have a monthly current affairs, we take up certain things which have happened in the particular respective month. All right, so let's start. Yes, you already know that India is having the G20 presidency right now. So the G20 summit, which is going to be held in the month of December in 2023, 2033, 23 के लिए, the presidentship is with India as of now. You already know that आपको पता है कहाँ से हमने presidentship ली है G20 की. इससे पहले किसके पास था? Anyone? Yes. इससे पहले G20 का जो प्रेसिडेंटशिप थी वो किसके पास थी, जिससे भारत ने जो भारत को सौंपी गई है. सो इट इज, यस, व्हिच कंट्री? इट वाज विथ, इन अ वे आई वांट टू आस्क यू दैट जो 2022 का G20 समिट था वो कहाँ पे हुआ था? प्रेसिडेंटशिप किसके पास थी? वेरी गुड अंकित, गोपिका, एब्सोल्युटली राइट बेटा. इट वाज विद इंडोनेशिया, बाली में हुआ था. और now it has been given to Indonesia has given it, pass it on to India. Very good, very good. So G20 summit, basically G20 is the group of the both developed and developing countries. So when I talk about the developed countries का जो grouping है, that is G7. और G7 is US, Britain, France, Germany, Japan, Italy, Canada. Okay, so that is G7, the most developed countries of the world. Then we have G15, the developing nations of the world. दुनिया के जो सबसे developing countries हैं वो G10 का part है. उसी तरह से we have G20. It is a dialogue group. You know, it is north-south dialogue. So G20 is a group of both developed as well as the developing countries. इसके अंदर one European Union is there, and इसके अलावा the 19 countries जो हैं इसमें सऊदी अरेबिया है, middle range countries भी हैं, developed countries भी हैं. Everyone come under one place, and then they talk about the development of the world. So G20 is that. So this time बहुत सारे अलग अलग बैठकें हो रही हैं. कोई business group है, कोई women's group है, इस तरीके की different kinds of meetings हो रहे हैं. तो इंडियन G20 प्रेसिडेंसी, जब तक G20 समिट नहीं होगा तब तक इस तरह के कुछ ना कुछ मीटिंग्स होते रहेंगे. तो G20, एक सेकंड, जस्ट अ मोमेंट. तो ये जो G20 इस बार जो मैं अंडरलाइन करी वो इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं. थर्ड एम्प्लॉयमेंट वर्किंग ग्रुप, जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट वर्किंग ग्रुप मीटिंग हुई है at ILO. Now ILO stands for International Labour Organization headquarter, Geneva, Switzerland में ये summit हुआ. Indian Army contingent, Indian Army ने अपनी तरफ से जो contingent participate किया है, multinational peacekeeping joint exercise, और इस exercise का नाम है Conquest 2023. So Conquest 2023, it is the group of multinational peacekeeping force, and it has around 20 countries. India has also participated in this, and in this grouping, that is exercise of Conquest 2023, 20 countries have participated, including India. India say, and where it has been held, anyone, this ये जो peacekeeping joint exercise है, ये हुआ है अभी मंगोलिया. So this has been conducted in Mongolia. 20 countries including India have participated, और Indian contingent से जो इंडिया से जिसने participate किया है, कौन सी टुकड़ी है वो, that is Garhwal Rifles. So the grouping is, the contingent is Garhwal Rifles, which have participated. So, you know, every time we study general awareness, we need to understand that it's a joint exercise, how many countries participated, where it has been held, and from the Indian side, which place has, which contingent has represented. So the India has been represented by Garhwal Rifles. And which place it is? Mongolia. How many countries? 20. This is how you study. These are just the pointers. You can definitely go on and Google भी करके आप देख सकते हैं इसमें क्या इसकी basic details है. Clear? Yes. बीच-बीच में थोड़ा बहुत yes no बोलते रहिए so that I get an impression that you're listening to me. Okay? So then we have, okay, Prime Minister Modi and US President has certain agreements, and the agreements are in the field of defense cooperation, critical and emerging technology, health, environment, and visas. Center allows 2,000 primary agricultural credit societies. So 2,000 primary agricultural credit societies to open Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendra. So 2,000 primary agriculture credit society will be opening Aushadhi Kendra. How many? 2,000. Agricultural Minister launches PM Kisan mobile app with face authentication feature. So these are certain things which have happened. But इसमें जो objective के हिसाब से important है, objective questions के हिसाब से, that is the first and second one. You can just read it out, and then we move further. Union Cabinet approves the Regional Office for Universal Post Union in New Delhi. India joins centralized laboratory network. जो इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज अब हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, सेंटर डिसाइड्स टू इनवाइट न्यू एप्लीकेशन सेमीकंडक्टर फैब्स, डिस्प्ले फैब्स. इसके अंदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, center launches electronics repair service outsourcing, electronics repair service outsourcing pilot initiative to make India the repair capital of the world. दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा रिपेयर कैपिटल इंडिया को बनाने की तैयारी है और इसीलिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स रिपेयर सर्विसेज आउटसोर्स की गई है इंडिया की तरफ से. So it is the pilot initiative. It is just in the beginning, pilot initiative of India to make India the repair capital of the world. Is that clear? Yes. You can just have a look. Very important. India and Nepal, always have a very good friendship with Nepal. And Nepal ka jo agar hum placing dekhe, it's a buffer state between China and India. Do you know the meaning of buffer state? Anyone? What do you mean by buffer state? And what is the efficacy of buffer state? What are the implications of being a buffer state? Anyone? What do you mean by buffer state? BUFFER. Anyone? Jitna aap reply karenge, if you keep it little interactive, that would be very nice. Yeah, what do you mean by buffer state? The state between the two countries, that is of course the buffer state. And when it comes to the being a buffer state, both China, India wants to influence Nepal. Nepal has the highest potential in terms of, do you know Nepal ka sabse bada potential kya hai? In what kind of electricity generation Nepal can be very useful? Anyone? I just want to think, I just want to make you think about it. Nepal has a very great potential in that. Yes? Very good, Simran. Ankit? Very good, Bharat Shelke. Absolutely right, beta. Nepal has a very good potential in terms of, very good, Ankit, Janvi, and very good. It is hydroelectric power. Nepal has one of the best hydro, पानी का जो generation है वो बहुत ही amazing है वहाँ पे. Of course, पहाड़ है, बहुत सारे mountains हैं. So yes, Nepal has a very good potential. 7 agreements have been signed. Both जब भी communist government आती है नेपाल में, China trying to pull Nepal towards them. And 7 agreements in the field of trade and commerce, cross-border petroleum pipeline, development of integrated checkpost, hydroelectric project. I just told you hydroelectric project is one of the very key areas, and of course payment mechanisms. President Draupadi Murmu has held delegation level talks with Suriname President Chandrika Prasad Santokhi. So these MOU in the field of health and agriculture sectors signed between Suriname. Now, Suriname is basically an island country. ज़्यादातर अगर हम देखें तो यहाँ पर Indians भी. IIT Madras will open. Yes, very important. IIT Madras is going to open its first ever overseas campus. Overseas campus IIT Madras का तंजानिया के Zanzibar में खुलने वाला. So, which place? IIT Madras first ever overseas campus खुलने वाला है. Which African country? Tanzania, Zanzibar. Got it? Yeah. You already know, very unfortunate accident took place. 238 passengers were dead. More than 900 seriously injured. Rail accident, Balazore district, Odisha. There you go. Got it? Just have a look. India's first, very important, complete Hajj flight for women. All women Hajj flight successfully took off. मैंने देखा भी था अभी बीच में काफी अच्छे से उनको भेजा गया है. It was Hajj flight took off from Kozhikode. Kozhikode से take off हुआ है to Jeddah. So the place is important here. You need to remember this. Kozhikode to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So it was सबसे unique बात ये थी. It was all women Hajj flight. Yes. All panchayats will be UPI enabled from August 15. India's first ever critical minerals released. It identified 30 critical minerals essential for sectors including defense, agriculture, energy, pharmaceuticals, and telecom. Prime Minister chaired 42nd edition of Pragati meeting. Can you tell me what is Pragati related to? See, Pragati is ICT, Information and Communication Technology. ICT based multimodal platform. It's a platform for infrastructure development. So basically, it's a platform for infrastructure development. Pragati meeting was held recently, 42nd edition of Pragati meeting. Done? Yes? US company General Electric Aerospace signed an MOU with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Now, if I ask you, भारत की ये जो हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड है, इसका स्टेटस क्या है? ओके, ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ पब्लिक सेक्टर कंपनी, बट इसको क्या स्टेटस है? इज इट मिनी रत्न, इज इट नवरत्न, और इज इट महारत्न? कैन एनीवन आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन? HAL, हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड, बताइए क्या है बेसिकली? Is it a Navratna company or is it a Maharatna company or mini Ratna? ये तीनों स्टेटस होते हैं. सबसे जो हाईएस्ट स्टेटस होता है वो डेफिनेटली महारत्न है. सेकंड इज नवरत्न, और उससे भी लेवल पे छोटा मिनी रत्न होता है. वेरी गुड गोपिका भगत, इट इज करेक्ट. वेरी गुड जानवी, वेरी गुड बेटा. It is definitely, yes, it is a Navratna company. So as of now, we have 13 Navratna companies, we have 13 Maharatna companies and many mini Ratnas. Maharatna company बनने के लिए what is the condition? Last 3 years जो net profit है वो यहाँ पर 5,000 करोड़ है. नवरत्न के लिए 1,000 करोड़ है. So HAL to produce fighter jet engines for Indian Air Force. So that way it is a Navratna company. The US company General Electric signed an MOU with HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, to produce fighter jet engines for Indian Air Force. Fighter jet engines for Indian Air Force. That is with HAL. Done? Yes. Center constitutes a peace committee in Manipur. Now you already know there are so many clashes which are going on in Manipur. Can you tell me जो ethnic groups और tribal groups हैं, कौन से वो दो major tribal groups हैं जिनके बीच में problem है? Because it has been in news, it's all over the news. अभी the unfortunate thing happened to 2 women also, right? So what are those two tribal groups, if I may ask you? So the governor Anusuya Uike is the head of the committee which is looking into the matter of peace between the various ethnic groups of Manipur and to bring lasting peace to this place. Yes, absolutely, Meha. It is Miti, MEITI, and the other group is Kuki. Miti and Kuki tribes. Yes, absolutely. Bilkul correct. Very nicely. That means you are quite aware of it, what is happening, right? So, Supreme Audit Institution Summit was again India's G20 presidency. गोवा में हुआ है ये. That is Comptroller and Auditor General, जो भारत के CA हो जाते हैं एक तरह से, तो जो ऑडिटिंग और इस चीज का ध्यान रखते हैं उससे रिलेटेड. Education Ministry hosted fourth and final educational working group. So educational working group meeting under India's G20 presidency. Education Ministry hosted the fourth and final educational working group meeting under G20 presidency. Again, ये हुआ है. This summit was held in Pune. I just told you that G20 will be held. The summit will be held in December. उससे पहले working group, women group, education group, बहुत सारे अलग-अलग type के summits हुए. Done? Just have a look. फिर लिखे W20. W20 here stands for, yes, W30. It is Women 20 Summit held at Mahabalipuram near Chennai. Now this was in terms of gender equality. जेंडर इक्वालिटी को प्रमोट करने के लिए Women 20 Summit held recently. And where it was held? Mahabalipuram. Then we have Chandrayaan 3. We already know about it. Health Ministry organizes G20 co-branded Health for Youth, Wealth for Nation. This was a theme for health and G20 co-branded event. G20 ने एक event organize किया था, Health for Youth, Wealth for Nation. Childline. Now, what is Childline? It's 1098. So, what is the Childline service? What is the Childline service number? Do you know what does it do? Childline क्या करता है? It is aid and assistance number. Childline is aid and assistance number 1098. And it has been merged with emergency response support system 112. इसको merge कर दिया गया है. Emergency number है 112 और Childline helpline number. It is a 24-hour, 365 days Childline helpline number, and that is 1098 for the help of children, for helping children, and it is about कोई भी children distress में है, immediately 1098 पे call करते हैं. So that is the service for aid and assistance of children. It has been merged with 112. Vaibhav. Now, what is Vaibhav related? Vaibhav is a fellowship program announced to connect Indian STEM. Now, what does STEM stands for? Can anyone tell me STEM STEM? What does it stand for? Let's see if you know about it. STEMM. हर word का एक मतलब है. Yes, it's related to education field, but what it is exactly? Yes. Very good, Ankit. Very good, Simran. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And what does the second M stands for? Yes. The second M stands for क्या पढ़ रहे हैं आप लोग? टाइम किसके लिए नोन है? Yes. Time is known for medicine? No. वो एड नहीं देखा आपने? How many of you are from time? It is for yes. The second M is for management studies. Yes. So science, technology, very good, Meha. Engineering, mathematics, and management. Diaspora matlab people living outside the country. Connect Indian STEM diaspora with Indian higher educational institutions. तो इंडिया की जो हायर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, ठीक है, और ये है स्टेम, इसको कनेक्ट कर रहा है इंडियन हायर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस विद फॉरेन के जो स्टेम, जो बाहर पढ़ रहे स्टूडेंट, इनको कनेक्ट करने वाला फेलोशिप प्रोग्राम है, एंड दैट प्रोग्राम इज वैभव. वेरी गुड Bharat, Tulika, and Mehak. Very good. Next. Done? North India का पहला skin bank. Skin bank is absolutely what you are reading it or you're understanding. It is where the skin of the deceased person can be donated. Even the skin can be donated. और ये North India में पहला है, which has been inaugurated in New Delhi's Safdarjung Hospital. Clear? Yeah. Google will invest $10 billion. $10 billion in India's digitalization fund and announced the opening of its global financial technology operation center in Gujarat. Invest 10 billion in India's digitalization fund and announce the opening of its global financial technology operation center in Gujarat. So invest $10 billion in India's digitalization fund. So US President Joe Biden and Narendra Modi welcomes India's plan to procure or obtain General Atomics MQNB 9B, high altitude long endurance UAV. So ये दोनों मतलब US president in this welcomes India's plan to procure General Atomics UAV. UAV is unmanned aerial vehicle fighter planes. Done. Prime Minister collaborates with Indian American singer Falguni Shah for a special song to promote the benefits of millets. Do you know the meaning of millets? Millets में आता है ज्वार, बाजरा, ये सब, and their potential to alleviate world hunger. World hunger को कम करने के लिए फाल्गुनी शाह के साथ कोलैबोरेट करके ये सॉन्ग बनाया गया है. Science and Technology Jitendra Singh launches COVID booster vaccine. MOU with Egypt in the field of agriculture, archaeology, and antiquities. Now, Center is doing one more thing. It is designing the Human Development Index. So, when I talk about the Human Development Index, for 28 lakh, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, जो भी vulnerable tribal groups हैं, 28 lakh Human Development Index for 28 lakh vulnerable tribal groups के लिए Human Development Index. You know, already जो Human Development Index है, वो in terms of education, life expectancy, living standard के ऊपर होता है. इसी तरीके से, what kind of living standard, how much, which tribal group have, you know, risen in terms of, you know, development index. So yes, ये कुछ आंकड़ों पे living standard, health management, education कौन मतलब achieve कर पा रहा है, इन सबको देख. Done. Cyclone Biparjoy. So Cyclone Biparjoy, which wreaked havoc in Gujarat, was the longest duration cyclone. और इसका नाम कौन से देश ने रखा है वैसे Biparjoy? Anyone? Bangladesh. Yes, Bangladesh ने Biparjoy इसका नाम रखा है, जिसका मतलब disaster है. Biparjoy means disaster. Got it? Yes. Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri launches PM Swanidhi mobile app for street vendors. जो भी street vendors हैं, उनके लिए PM Swanidhi mobile app launch किया गया है for street vendors. The geographical indication यूपी के 7 चीजों को दिया गया है. Geographical indication जो पर्टिकुलर जगह से रिलेटेड कोई चीज फेमस होती है, खाने की वगैरह कोई सामान, उसको एक तरह से पेटेंट करा दिया जाता है. दैट इज geographical indication. Then we have international affairs. Okay, there was a maritime coalition led by America. US द्वारा led एक मैरिटाइम कोलिशन है जिसमें जितने भी समुद्री पावर हैं वो इसमें पार्ट है, और UAE has recently withdrawn from that. Then we have US reopens embassy. Seychelles is an island country. Okay, after 27 years, US reopens its embassy in Seychelles. US President Joe Biden signs legislation that lifts the nation's debt ceiling, averting an economically disastrous default on the federal government's debt. Japan, US, and South agree to upgrade their security relation. And you know, in terms of grouping, agar hum dekhen, so there is a group of US and then there is Russia. यूएस रशिया लॉगर हेड्स पे हैं, दोनों आमने सामने हैं। यूएस वाले ग्रुप में वी हैव वेस्टर्न यूरोपियन कंट्रीज, वी हैव जापान, वी हैव साउथ कोरिया। इस साइड रशिया वाले साइड में वी हैव चाइना, नॉर्थ कोरिया, ईरान। अगर रशिया की साइड ईरान है विच इज अ शिया कंट्री, तो सऊदी अरेबिया इज विद अमेरिका। इस तरीके से there is an unsaid two groups in the world as divided, and India is trying to beautifully counterbalance between the two. In fact, India has maintained a very good strategic balance between the two countries. We have good relations with America. We have good relations with Russia. Russia has been our all-weather friend. We have good relations with Saudi Arabia. We also have good relations with Iran. तो दोनों के साथ हमारा अच्छा संबंध है. We have good relations with Japan, Australia, ये सब भी. So India is the only country which is trying and which has done very well in terms of strategically balancing between the two poles. Got it? Yes. यूक्रेन और रशिया का अभी भी जो इश्यूज है वो खत्म नहीं हुए. So Ukraine has accused Russia for destroying major dam near Kherson. Widespread flooding के लिए भी रशिया को अक्यूज किया है. Dan, very important. I've just told you one thing. See, Iran is a Shia country, and Saudi Arabia is the most important Sunni country. सऊदी अरेबिया का रिलीजियस वैल्यू इसलिए भी है बिकॉज वहां पर मक्का मदीना. So in any ways, Saudi Arabia, enjoys a very, very prominent place in the Muslim world. And Iran is a Shia country, and Iran and Saudi Arabia have always been at loggerheads. So Iran is set to reopen its embassy in Saudi Arabia. 7 साल से इनके बीच में क्लोजर था, और अब ये एम्बेसी को खोलने की बात. करेबियन आइलैंड्स को $100 मिलियन की सहायता. यूनाइटेड नेशंस वर्ल्ड फूड प्रोग्राम. सो यूनाइटेड नेशंस वर्ल्ड फूड प्रोग्राम सस्पेंड्स फूड एड टू इथियोपिया आफ्टर डाइवर्जन ऑफ सप्लाईज. यूनाइटेड नेशंस वर्ल्ड फूड प्रोग्राम सस्पेंड्स फूड एड टू इथियोपिया. इथियोपिया को जो फूड एड दिया है उसको सस्पेंड किया है आफ्टर द डाइवर्जन ऑफ सप्लाईज. इथियोपिया में भी एक तरह से कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा है, और ये कहा यूएनओ ने कि आपको जो पैसा हम खाने के लिए सहायता के लिए दे रहे हैं, जो फंड दिया है आपको, फूड एड दिया, और आप उसको अलग अलग जगहों पे सप्लाईज को डाइवर्ट नहीं कर सकते. सो दैट इज इट हैज सस्पेंड द फूड एड. रशिया टू डिप्लॉय न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स इन बेलारूस. बेलारूस एक ऐसा कंट्री है, आई टेल यू, बेलारूस वाज द फॉर्मर यूएसएसआर कंट्री. आपको पता है जब हम बात करते हैं दैट यूएसएसआर वाज मेड अप ऑफ 17 रिपब्लिक्स. इसमें सेंट्रल एशियन कंट्रीज थे, तजिकिस्तान, किर्गिस्तान, कजाकिस्तान, तुर्कमेनिस्तान, उज्बेकिस्तान. Then we have Ukraine, then we have Belarus, we have जॉर्जिया, मॉस्को, रशिया. तो इस तरह से बहुत सारे कंट्रीज इसका पार्ट थे. अब देखिए, बोलता नहीं है बट बेलारूस का डी फैक्टो आज भी रशिया के अंदर ही. पता नहीं कितने न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स वहां पे तैनात कर रखे हैं, मिलिट्री बेसिस उसके रशिया यूज करता है. एक बहुत ही अंडरस्टैंडिंग है रशिया और बेलारूस. मतलब बेलारूस एक तरह से टेक ओवर बाय रशिया है, ऑन पेपर नहीं, बट बाय डी फैक्टो रशिया इज होल्डिंग बेलारूस. तो बेलारूस जो कंट्री है, दे नेवर क्राई और समथिंग लाइक दैट बिकॉज दे हैव अ वेरी गुड अंडरस्टैंडिंग विद रशिया, एंड दे आर लाइक ठीक है भाई, बड़ा आदमी है, आप से अच्छा रिलेशन है, रशिया हैज ऑलवेज बीन वेरी फ्रेंडली टू देम. तो जो रशिया है बेलारूस की मिलिट्री बेसिस को, उसकी लैंड को, सब चीज को यूज करता है. और अभी देखिए, द न्यू थिंग व्हिच हैज हैपेंड इज रशिया टू डिप्लॉय टैक्टिकल न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स इन बेलारूस. तो बेलारूस को एज अ मिलिट्री बेस भी यूज करता है रशिया. though Belarus has no objection to that. India, France, and UAE concluded trilateral maritime exercise in Gulf of Oman. India removed from United Nations armed conflict on children. Yes. Done. UNESCO announced that US plan to rejoin and pay more than $600 million in bank dues. Allied air forces began. You know what are the allied powers? Allied powers were UK, France, वगैरह. Allied air forces began largest deployment exercise. Air Defender, yes, NATO की हिस्ट्री में जो अलाइड पावर्स से पहले वो उनका सबसे बड़ा जो अलाइड पावर्स हैं एयर डिफेंडर नाटो की हिस्ट्री में 25 nations will take part. Air Defender is NATO's history largest deployment exercise. Got it? Yes. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres calls for international watchdog to monitor artificial intelligence. So Antonio Guterres जो है UN Secretary General artificial intelligence को monitor करेंगे. Germany gave 1.4 billion to Holocaust survivors globally. UN General Assembly adopts a draft resolution introduced by India कि जो लोग पीस कीपिंग फोर्सेस में शहीद हुए हैं उनके लिए एक मेमोरियल वॉल बनाई जाए. देख लीजिए. डन. US military now can develop and operate out of bases in Papua New Guinea according to a landmark security pact. Landmark security pact के हिसाब से US military can develop and operate out the bases in this. पाकिस्तान को $1 billion की एड मिली है चाइना से. आपको पता है पाकिस्तान एक तरह से मोर्गेज है किसके पास? चाइना के पास. $1 billion की एड अब चाइना ने दी है. पूरी तरह से आप समझ लीजिए चाइना का ऑलमोस्ट नाउ देयर इज अ कब्जा ऑन पाकिस्तान. Almost 60% of the Swiss voters have backed plans to cut emissions by 2050. So 2050 तक emissions को drastically cut करने की बात हुई है. UN adopts first ever international treaty to govern the high seas and protect remote ecosystems vital to humanity. UAE and Qatar reopened embassies to restore their diplomatic ties. Now, they have also come closer. You know, the world is turning into a global village. Almost all the enemy countries are also coming together for joint collaboration. So this is something which we see a new thing. You know, Israel और Muslim countries के बीच में कभी भी कुछ अच्छा नहीं रहता था. And now Israel, Saudi Arabia coming together, UAE, Israel coming together, which is such a welcome change actually. China in deal with Pakistan to set up nuclear plant in Punjab province. पूरे पाकिस्तान पे कुछ भी कर सकता है. The 5-person submersible vessel taking wealthy adventurer to see the wreckage of disaster is missing in the Atlantic of Canada. बताइए, ये भी गायब हो गया है. जो देखने निकला था कि wreckage कहाँ था, कितना था. India signs Artemis Accords, the US-led effort to send humans to moon again by 2025. So what is this? एक question पूछा जाता है कि Artemis Accord, जो Artemis Accord है, ये किससे related है? It's a US-led effort to send humans to the moon by 2025. Done. The summit for new global financial pact was held in Paris, France. The summit for a new global financing pact, जो global financing pact है, इसका was held in Paris, France, with more than 300 participants. Okay. All 5 members of ill-fated ship Titan has been declared dead. Just have a look. Greece Conservative New Democratic Party victory parliament election. Sri Lanka announced approval of agreement with World Bank. $500 million assistance by World Bank to Sri Lanka. Private mercenary Wagner chief declares war on Russian military leadership. UK Court of Appeal ruled government's plan to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda. Turkmenistan unveiled it $5 billion city बन रही है in the honor of their national leader Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedow. So that is Turkmenistan unveiled $5 billion city. The German parliament approved a new immigration law designed to attract skilled workers to the country. The German parliament approved a new immigration law which is designed to attract skilled workers to the country. So skilled workers to the country attract करने के लिए German parliament ने approve किया new immigration law. You know, Germany is in the dearth of, they want the working professional coming in the country, youth entering the country. Germany or Japan में there are a lot of old people now. So just if India is a youth country, India has the maximum working population from age group 15 to 35. 15, तो यहाँ पे जो working population है वो सबसे strong है, सबसे ज़्यादा है. जर्मनी और जापान का प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इनका जो पॉपुलेशन है वो डिक्लाइन तो हो रहा है, बट इनफैक्ट यूथ जो है, यूथ पॉपुलेशन बहुत ही कम रह गई. So the country has everything, so it is designed to attract skilled workers to the country. Done? Just have a look. QS World University Rankings. So when we talk about the World University Rankings, QS World University Rankings 2024. Now what is World University Rankings here? दुनिया की जो सबसे बेहतरीन यूनिवर्सिटीज, the best universities, IIT Bombay. देखिए पहले तो not even in 150, not even one university from India, but now IIT Bombay, yes, IIT Bombay इंडिया से नंबर 1 पे है और वर्ल्ड में 149 पोजीशन पे थे. यहाँ मैं आपको बता दूं Last year the top 150 में भी कोई इंडिया से नहीं. So this time we have like IIT Bombay is in 149 position. Can you tell me which is the number one here? Number one in terms of university rankings. Which university is ranked number one? Yes. बताएंगे? Yes. QS वर्ल्ड यूनिवर्सिटी रैंकिंग्स में 149th पोजीशन पे इंडिया से आईआईटी बॉम्बे है. फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे वर्ल्ड में कौन सा है? यस. Number one is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, America. MIT बोलते हैं अपन इसे. Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Second, we have Cambridge. Third, Oxford. Fourth, Harvard. Harvard is at number 4. And number 5, Stanford. So number 1 is MIT. Yes. Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Yes, absolutely right. Then we have Cambridge, then Oxford, then we have Harvard, and then Stanford. India say topper is IIT Bombay, ranked 149. Next, India ranks first globally in LEED Zero certified green building projects. तो जो ग्रीन बिल्डिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, ठीक है, उसमें जो सर्टिफाइड ग्रीन बिल्डिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, उसमें इंडिया हैज रैंक 1 एट फर्स्ट पोजीशन. इंडिया हैज रैंक सरपासिंग द यूएस एंड चाइना. तो यूएस और चाइना को सरपास कर दिया है. द बेस्ट कंट्री इन टर्म्स ऑफ सर्टिफाइड ग्रीन प्रोजेक्ट्स, सबसे ज्यादा ग्रीन बिल्डिंग्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स कौन से देश के पास है अभी? दैट इज इंडिया, व्हिच इज वेरी गुड इन टर्म्स ऑफ नेट जीरो इकोनॉमी. वर्ल्ड्स मोस्ट लिवेबल सिटी, दुनिया की सबसे ज्यादा लिवेबल सिटी लगातार दूसरी बार, ऑस्ट्रिया's कैपिटल वियना. So Vienna has been declared, named as the world's most livable city. What about number 2? Do you know, ये अभी आया है आंकड़ा, क्या बताएंगे नंबर 2 पे कौन सा सिटी है? Anyone? Which is at number 2? Anyone can guess? World's most livable city, Vienna, Austria. Second, anyone? Ankit, Melbourne is there. Yes, Melbourne from Australia is there, but that is at number 3 position. Number 2, I'm still asking. Tell me. Very good, Simran. Copenhagen. Copenhagen. Very good. ये crazy king कौन है? Copenhagen, Denmark is at number 2 position. Number 3, we have Melbourne, Australia. Number 4, Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Australia. And number 5, Vancouver. Vancouver, Canada. Got it? So fifth is Vancouver, Canada. First is Vienna, Austria. Second, Copenhagen, Denmark. Third, Melbourne, Australia. Fourth, Sydney, Australia. Fifth, Vancouver, Canada. Very good. Very nice. Now we have Global Gender Index. In which country we see, in terms of global, we see absolutely no global gender disparity. कौन से वो countries in terms of opportunities, in terms of avenues, the best countries. So out of 146 countries, India's rank is 127. So out of 146 countries, India's rank is 127. Global Gender Index. Got it? So India 127 पे है out of 146. Can you tell me, काफी नीचे है इंडिया भी. Can you tell me वो कौन सा country है जो number 1 पे है in terms of global gender index, where we do not find any kind of disparity, there is equality of opportunity between men and women? Can you tell me, from last 9 to 10 years, this country is leading the gender index, the best country in terms of gender equality? Anyone? Yes. Very good. The correct answer is Iceland. The country's most valuable brand. Which two companies have topped the country's most valuable brands? It is TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and Reliance Industries. So we have TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and Reliance Industries. The world's country's most valuable brands. Got it? TCS and Reliance Industries. Done? In terms of wind energy adoption, which states have adopted wind energy, और wind energy को बहुत ही अच्छे से as a renewable energy use किया जाता है. So which state? Number 1 is Rajasthan, of course, Gujarat, and number 3 is Tamil Nadu. So it's Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu. Wind energy adoption. Done, beta? UAE won the bid to host 2025 World Conservation Congress. तो World Conservation Congress UAE में होने वाला है for the International Union of Conservation of Nature. So UAE has won the bid to host the 2025 World Conservation Congress. India's most valuable brand as of now. The most valuable brand for India, Tata Group. Tata Group is the most valuable brand and the brand value is 10.3%, $26.4 billion. That is 10.3% का growth मिला है Tata Group. The most valuable brand as of now. Telangana state tops in environmental performance. Environmental performance में the best state is Telangana. Correct? So it has adopted renewable energy. It is adopting green energy, clean energy. Environment performance में the best state is Telangana. Done? National Water Awards. When we talk about National Water Awards, the best state, MP in terms of water conservation. So water conservation, my best state is MP. Best district, Ganjam district. So it is Ganjam district, Odisha. Best village panchayat award, Jagannath Puram village panchayat. Bhadradri, Kothagudem, Telangana. Please, एक बार इसको read करिए. This is all very important. Important days. So when it comes to what are the important days, what are the things which have happened, you know, international days कौन से celebrate किए जाते हैं in the month of June. World Milk Day, that is June 1st. The June 1st is the World Milk Day. Can anyone tell me Operation Flood is related to what in India? White Revolution भी बोला जाता है इसको. So White Revolution for milk production, or who was the father of White Revolution in India? Operation Flood से related. Father of White Revolution. Anyone? Who was the father of White Revolution for milk production? जिन्होंने Amul brand create किया. Can anyone tell me? Yes. Operation Flood, World Milk Day, June 1. Very good. Dr. Varghese Kurian. Varghese Kurian, father of White Revolution in India, related to Operation Flood. June 1st, World Milk Day. Clear? Second June, Telangana State Formation Day is 2nd June. 3rd June, World Bicycle Day. 5th June, Environment's Day. Food Safety Day, 7th June. 8th June, Oceans Day. So World Oceans Day is on 8th June. 12th June, World Day Against Child Labor. So Child Labor Prohibition Day, ये कई बार पूछा जाता है. So Child Labor Prohibition Day, 12th of June. Done? Just have a look. World Blood Donors Day. 14 June is the Blood Donors Day. World Wind Day. 17 June. रेगिस्तान जो मरुस्थलीकरण होता है, डेजर्टिफिकेशन को रोकने के लिए. So World Day to combat desertification and drought. Drought is सूखा. Desertification का मतलब है it's related to the expansion of deserts. So World Day to combat desertification and drought. International Day for Countering Hate Speech, 18th of June. So disease sickle cell, 19th June. 20th June, World Refugee Day. It's World Refugee Day. एक बार रीड कर लीजिए. इक्कीस जून, 21st June, International Yoga Day. 21st June, World Music Day. So International Yoga Day. 23rd June, International Olympics Day. United Nations Public Service Day. 25th June, International Day for Seafarers. June 26, against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Illicit is illegal trafficking. Trafficking is kharidna bechna. What does MSME stands for? Anyone? What is MSME? MSME stands for? Yes. MSME, micro, small, medium enterprises. So it is micro, small, medium enterprises, MSME. 29 June, National Statistics Day. ठीक है? 30 June, World Asteroids Day. ठीक है? Just read it. So आज हमने international, national, indexes, days and dates, precisely जून के महीने में क्या क्या चीजें important रही हैं, उन सबको हमने डिस्कस किया है. What you have to do is, every time we have a current affair session, you're going to attend the session of course, but then after that, जो भी चीजें monthly updates होते रहते हैं वो भी आप लेते रहिए. This is really going to help you. So you can do one thing, ये जो भी pointers वगैरह हैं, आप लोग इनके बारे में और सर्च भी कर सकते हैं. You can obviously search कि भाई क्या क्या चीजें किससे related हैं. When you study something from background, now when I say background, what does it mean? Background का मतलब है आपको पहले से ही चीजें इससे पहले क्या हुआ था? Shanghai Cooperation Organization. What is that all about? What are the different countries which are part of this? What is G20? G20 summit कहाँ होने वाला है? G20 का अभी hosting किसके पास था? All that is related to this. Is that clear? Yes. That's it for now. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Good night. All right. And please keep yourself updated and abreast with whatever is happening. Thank you. Bye-bye. Any doubts or anything you can ask. Thank you. Good night. I'm so glad you liked it, Simran. Thank you, Beta.